What's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Paintin Corners. I'm here with the Wagner brothers, the newest addition to the league as they've come back out of retirement. Dylan was with the Mets 2 years ago, and now he's back with the Royals 2 years later, back out of retirement. And Tyler back to his original team from 2017, the Marlins. What's up, Tyler?
What's up?
What's up, Dylan?
Hey.
So pretty much today we're just going to be breaking down what's really been going on the past few weeks since they've come back. Dylan came back and signed a minor league contract with the Rays after coming out of retirement, but was traded to the Royals. I got a few questions for you there, Dylan.
All right.
So, was the trade your idea? Was it requested on your part, or was it?
I requested.
You requested it.
Yeah.
So you requested this trade. This wasn't something the Rays just wanted you to free up space on the roster. You requested this. You wanted to be a Royal, or? What
Yeah,
went on?
I wanted to be a Royal, and I didn't want to be a part of the Rays organization again.
You were with the Rays for a week.
I know it's for the week, but
It's too long.
knowing my talent as a pitcher and being benched,
Right.
I realized that can't go to waste. And the Royals got to play some games, so I figured why not sign with one of the best hitters in the league, Zach Kinsel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, with your pitching talent, you don't deserve to be on the bench. And Dylan Yeager, I mean, he has 0.83 ERA so far. He's been phenomenal. And even Eric Scully has been phenomenal on the mound as well for the Rays with the 1.33 ERA. So it wouldn't make sense to have another pitcher, so I figured maybe they traded you on their own just to get something in return. They got a draft pick and prospect Tommy Ditto. So this was completely your idea. This was Dylan Wagner wanting out of Tampa.
This is Dylan Wagner wanting out of the Trop.
Oh, all right. So you're still in a playoff spot with the Royals. Tyler, you're also in a playoff spot with the Marlins at 4-7, and National League not so strong this year, especially with the Pirates and Nationals struggling a lot recently. But you're back on the Marlins for the first time since season 1, and you've hit 2 home runs so far with 12 RBIs in your first 4 games with them. You've clinched a playoff spot, so congratulations on that part, Tyler.
Thank you.
And how does it feel playing with Andrew Shorey? Because you guys have such a great offensive lineup now, and it's been awesome. So how's that been going? So yeah, it was a struggle early for Andrew and the Marlins, but even when he was struggling with the 1-6 record, he had a pretty low ERA. It was sub-3 for a majority of the season. I believe it still is. So he's been pitching great. You've added nothing but power to the lineup.
Yeah.
And so the Marlins are back. And
the Marlins are back.
You haven't been a Marlin since you and I were on the Marlins back in 2017 in the first ever season. We went undefeated and won it all. So
Yeah.
Marlins have only lost one ever game when Tyler Wagner's on the roster.
Yeah.
So now you have 1 game left against me, actually, your former team, the Dodgers, which you played for in season 2. What's the strategy for that game? Is Andrew still going to pitch, you think? Or?
Yeah, I don't think Andrew gives himself off the bump on the hill, and he's going to obviously pitch that game. And me just all I can do is bring up an offensive powerhouse to line up and just drive my way through. Hey, it's a practice game before the playoffs.
Right.
If I'm even here, so you gotta we gotta play as if it's our last game.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys could still get second ahead of Pittsburgh, so it's still an important game for the Marlins.
It is very important,
Still definitely means a lot.
It means a ton to us, and Andrew's been pitching. He's been pitching well ever since, he started out 1-6, and ever since I joined the lineup. And, just that 1-2 combo, adding with Andrew hitting most home runs in the league, and with me back, 3 times MVP, Silver Slugger, Gold Gloves, 2-time MVP, World Series, 2-time World Series champion.
There you go. The whole resume.
The whole resume, and just that includes, sure, I'm going to move halfway across the country, but I'm not done. And I'm not going to leave this precious Garden State until I am finished. So, yeah, I mean, hey, got to get the job done. Job not finished.
Job's not finished.
I don't think so.
So
What's there to be happy about?
it's true.
Job's not finished.
So for the two of you, this is a question for the both of you. Do you guys still think after this season you guys will have a future in the MLWB?
Yeah. Next year, obviously coming back. But yeah, I think we're gonna have a future back here. Excited to hopefully by next year, or hopefully this year, we go back to we could play a bit of the playoffs before we have to go back to the state of Tennessee. But I would certainly love to run it up in the playoffs with Zach Kinsel. He's dominant when it comes to hitting, and I feel like I could bring that pitching combo all the way to Kansas City and help them win a title this year.
So it's been a while since the Royals have really had success, and they've got a winning record now, coming off 3 straight wins. Now trading for you, Dylan, and you guys have a huge 3-game series against Pittsburgh coming up. So what's your biggest worry in that series against the Pirates?
Well, to be honest, my worry is facing Cole Pucala. Obviously, when we play games and teams have been playing games against him, he's been strong in the first game. In the second game, he hasn't been so hot. If we could take advantage of him in both games, we can get the pitching going. Obviously, it's going to be hard bringing up an offense against the Pirates, but if we're able to get the pitching going, then I think it's going to be a pretty good series for the Royals.
So it sounds like you're going to be the main guy on the mound for Kansas City. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Zach Kinsel was not the best on the mound so far this year with a sub-19 ERA, but, what are you going to do? So I guess it's huge trading for you. One of the former Cy Young candidates in 2020 was just, I believe, a vote or 2 behind me when I won it that year, so I definitely didn't win that by a lot. You were right there. You had an 8-2 record on the mound, so you're back now. You're going to help out the Royals, so that's huge for the American League. And Tyler, for you, say the Marlins do get to the second seed in the National League for the playoffs. Who would you guys rather play in the divisional round? Would you rather play the Pirates, or would you rather them somehow lose out and the Nationals get the last spot?
The Nationals.
You'd rather play the Nationals by far?
Of course.
Yeah. And is there a reasoning for that? You just think the Pirates are a better all-around team?
Look at their record.
Well, if the Pirates were to lose out and finish 3-9, and have the same record as the Nationals, and the Nationals beat them in the tie-breaking game, who would you want to play? Still the Nationals?
Yeah.
Even if the Pirates were struggling?
The job finished. We can get the job finished. So if we get the job finished, we move on to the NLCS, play the Dodgers, and move on to the World Series, and then take that cool party fair trophy.
There you go. And I think you and the Marlins versus the Dodgers and I would be a legendary series. You and I both have a lot of history in this league, especially against each other. And you haven't been in the playoffs since I beat you like 3 years ago. So it would be cool for you to try to get revenge on the Dodgers. And I haven't played the Marlins too many times since I left them after season 1. So 2 legendary franchises, 2 legendary players. That would be a very interesting series to watch. So absolutely. Anything else to add, guys?
Yeah. Talking about, I want to know what the picture is so far with the AL.
Okay. So currently in first place, we've got the Yankees at 5-2. I'll put the standings up for you guys watching right now. We've got the Yankees at 5-2 right now in first place. The Rays in second at 6-4. The Royals right behind them at 3-2, and the Astros on the outside looking in at 4-6. So if the playoffs were to start today, the Yankees would have the bye going to the ALCS, and the Royals would be at the Rays in the ALDS. The winner would face the
Yankees. If we beat, who gets the tiebreaker if we win 2 in a row against Pittsburgh?
What do you mean? Like, if you finish with the same record as if you finish with the same record as the Rays, you guys would have to play a tiebreaker game to see who gets the second spot.
The Yankees, because the Royals are 3-2 if we win 2.
Oh, so you would just be completely tied, but it would depend on run differential. And right now, the Yankees have a much better run differential because the Royals are actually outscored 31-0 in their first 2 games. So it's been a struggle. It was a struggle defensively for the Royals early in the season. So right now, if you guys were to take the first 2 from the Pirates, you guys would be tied for first, but technically in second. So
I honestly think the Royals have nothing to worry about. You're talking about other stellar teams. The Yankees, you have Logan Gaffney, who's throwing pretty good on the hill. He can swing the bat. You got Cody Pearson, who I don't gotta explain myself. Cody,
the Trey Turner of the league. If Trey Turner
quick, he's swift. He doesn't have a really good bat on him. With the Rays situation, they're really good on the hill. But to be honest, I think the Royals are better. Personally, if we're going to come predicting, I don't think we let up a run the rest of the year.
No more runs let up the rest of the year.
No.
Not a single one.
No.
That's That is a bold take right there. So not the Royals are just gonna go 10-2. They're gonna win the rest of their games. They're gonna shut them out.
Rest of the games, shut every team out. Sure, the offense is gonna get going. I mean, if we're back to 2020, we'd have a stellar offense. But
Absolutely.
but right now, coming off of baseball, it's kind of harder to adjust to wiffle ball.
Right, of course.
So, I mean, you just got to get it going. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have a slow awakening with the bats, but I'm pretty sure we're going to wake them up. And then when we wake them up, everyone else in the AL needs to watch out.
Yeah, it's going to be a great race. I'll definitely keep your word on that. No more runs let up for the rest of the year. I'll keep your word on that, Dylan. It's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Thank you to you two for being here on the podcast with us. And we'll see you guys next time.